Hey, welcome back to another episode of Reminisce. This video, just to preface, basically only exists for the sake of filling up some space on my channel while I work on the next Toku 101, because holy shit, that is taking a really long time. So to make sure my channel doesn't just completely dry up while I work on that, I decided, let's do a short Reminisce on a random thing that I haven't seen yet. This is a video on Bukyo Sentai Buddhaman. I do not blame you if you've never heard of this. It's a very obscure independent video that came out in the 80s, and it's all of 18 minutes long. I hadn't even heard of it until Megabeast Empire released subs for it, I think about a year or so ago. Before I really get into things, I do want to offer a brief disclaimer that I probably don't need to, but I'm gonna anyway just to cover my ass. This is a really religion-heavy focused thing, and that can get you into some kind of hot water with certain people. So when I point out the things that are ridiculous about this, or when I make fun of it, know that I am making fun of this release only, even if it was two completely made-up religions involved in the video, or in the thing. I would still be making basically the same cracks I am right now. So, Bukyo Sentai Buddhaman revolves around a world wherein an evil space religion who worships a being called Black God, or they are Black God? I can't remember. Point is, they're an evil space religion. They live in a spaceship that is shaped like a cross, because of course they do. They are attempting to eliminate Buddhism in its entirety and convert everybody to their religion that is definitely not supposed to represent Christianity. Three completely random people, do not know, I don't know why they were picked, they were just there, I guess, are recruited to fight against Black God as Bukyo Sentai Buddhaman. Because as they say, Buddha's teachings are sacred, or Buddhism's teachings are sacred, and so they have to fight to protect them. That seems a little counterintuitive to me based on the little that I know of Buddhism, but whatever. This is a ridiculous movie, and nothing in it really matters in any capacity. This is very much just going to be me pointing out a thing in the movie that is ridiculous and funny. There's a monster, it's called Bible Beast, it has a Bible for a head. It's full of ridiculous things. It's hard to critique because there's not really a plot. It's basically an 18-minute Monster of the Week episode. It sets up at the end for a sequel that, as far as I know, never happened. So it's just, here's 18 minutes of Buddhaman, and then a sequel tease that never happened. I just watched this. Maybe 10 minutes ago I finished it, and I'm already forgetting a lot of things about it, because it is insane, but at the same time, nothing happens long enough to really settle in your brain, other than a lot of the ridiculous things. There's a lot of particularly ridiculous quotes, my favorite being, "Pull them into Jesus space." There's also the insanely awesome opening scene wherein essentially Jehovah's Witnesses are attacking a random woman. It's 3 of them, and they just sort of try to force her to listen to them. They don't really much attack her so much as they do grab and go, "You will listen to what we have to say." It's quite entertaining. Later on, they use a cross to, I guess, mind control random people into joining them, and it changes their clothes into the white shirt and the pants. I don't know how it works, I don't know why it works. It just does. Nothing is really explained. I'm not really gonna rag on this for it though, because this is a thing that 6 people made in their spare time with maybe a budget of $100. So I would feel bad completely knocking it for being terrible. Basically what I'm just gonna point out is, it's ridiculous and stupid. It's one of the dumbest things I think I've ever seen when it comes to Toku. And I've seen Iko Ginder and Tekoki Mikazuki. This thing's weird, dude. I don't really know what else to say. It's just strange. The Bible Beast has an attack. It doesn't really have a name, but it's essentially solar flare, and then he does the "Let there be light" biblical reference thing to preface it. It culminates with a battle in a giant robot that I think was called Buddha Robo, but all I could really focus on was how it has BR on its chest, and the metal circle right next to it makes it look like it has bro written on its chest. There's a lot of insanity in this packed into 18 minutes, and it's hard to bring it all up. I basically just wanted to make this quick little video to not only fill in space on my channel, but also to bring to your attention that Bukyo Sentai Buddhaman is a thing that exists, and you should watch it. Megabeast Empire, who I talked about in the subgroups video, they have subs for it. You can find it pretty easily in their miscellaneous one-shots category. You should be checking them out anyway, because they sub a lot of lesser-known sort of Metal Heroes stuff. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how many times I've said that in this video, but you need to see it immediately. If only for "Pull them into Jesus space" and "Bible skin attack," that plays weird circus music for no apparent reason. Also, the main villain is called Father Papa. Yeah. Bukyo Sentai Buddhaman is like one of those weird exploitation movies that you find that are from the 70s that the Cinema Snob reviews, and it offers basically the same amount of totally absurd enjoyment that absolutely needs to be experienced by anybody with a passing interest in Toku. Even if you don't care about Toku, I think most people probably need to see Buddhaman at some point in their lives anyway. That's going to wrap it up for this quick little video. If you enjoyed for some reason, then you can subscribe and hopefully be notified when I upload a new video by clicking that bell notification. On the chance that YouTube decides not to, I always post when I upload a new video on Twitter, and my most recent video is always my pinned tweet. I also tweet about things that I'm watching, reading, or playing, or the videos that I'm working on, or various other stages of production video-wise. So if you care about any of those things, then you can follow me on Twitter. That's linked in the description, as is my Patreon, so if you enjoy my content, you can throw a couple bucks my way, but you don't need to, because currently it's tip jar. I probably need to revamp it into a proper Patreon, but I haven't done that yet. And if you want to check out some of the other stuff that I've done, then on screen right now are 2 of my previous videos. On the left, you have the last Rubber Suit Reminisce and overall video I did, which was on Japanese Spider-Man, and on the right, you have the last Toku 101 I did, because that's all I can put here. That's all for now, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with actual, content.